just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes as I go.
Where we last left off, Sarah and Lana were having a slightly uncomfortable conversation about a personal question, and Sarah was a little offended and claimed that she didn't like to drink or smoke. She actually hated it. She didn't want to do it at all, and she's happy that she's in jail and she's not pressured to do it anymore. So she also said that previously that she was happy to be in jail because she didn't have to work so hard anymore on the outside. So I think the life sentence in close confinement is working out fine for her. And the conversation was just getting good, so let's get this party started. Sarah to Lana regarding personal question. Huh? I'm not pissed or upset or offended or anything about this. I was just summarizing my answer to get to the next message. Ouch. It's all good. Heart. Now we know Sarah is not a woman of few words, so she had to follow up with another message. Sarah to Lana regarding personal questions. At least I don't go through it like that, meaning withdrawals. It's difficult for me to not be associated with George's drinking because I was forced to be with him every minute. So, of course, if he is, I must be. And I've never done drugs because I have multiple heart conditions and I'm always afraid I would have had a heart attack at a party or something and totally embarrass myself or die in front of them all. Not cool. We get detoxers in here from fentanyl, etc., where they are so cold turkey, they open up their bunk drawer and vomit, then close and go back to sleep. It's heartbreaking to see beautiful women destroy themselves with drugs, come here and heal looking and feeling great just to go right back to the same thing when they're released. So very sad. One girl who just left again, I've known since being here in 2020, and she's so smart and funny and cute with red hair, short like mine. And every time I see her return, 5 times now, first, I'm glad she's alive, as a handful of girls I've known just as great have been released and died. Then I see she's missing another tooth and has more sores from picking and just emaciated and broken. Hurts me so much. So no, it was a blessing. I wish it was for the others also.
Just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes as I go.
Message to Lana, and the subject is 10 items clerk's docket, but it's really regarding the pen and paper incident where she wrote a scathing letter to the sergeant and the captain of the prison regarding her ink pens and her documents being what she called a shakedown. Girl, you did not. The governor? Wow. I believe you should call Kranick also and make known, please. Plus, he will know I am not alone with you and the whole world watching. Sidebar, in case you missed the last episode, not only did Sarah write a scathing letter to the captain of the prison, she had Lana contact someone to complain as well. And it looks like Lana contacted the governor. He will know I am not alone with you and the whole world watching. I would not have to write this letter also, like I have nothing else to do. R. Same for you. R. Thanks, friend. Badass. So glad you're for me. Thank you. And if they do retaliate even greater, I've left breadcrumbs with you via phone and messages, and the 3 girls around me said they'll witness if needed. Let Kranick know what he's contributing to and the reason for, please. So, do we see why Kranick probably had very few words at sentencing? They were straight harassing him. Wow. Lana to Sarah. You really think I should? I actually think your hearing is what causes this issue. I don't want to escalate on you. I don't want this to escalate on you. If I contact Cranick, they may turn it up on you. I need you to know. Are you sure? Wow, they stalked Judge Cranick the entire case. Wow, before the trial. Okay. Lana to Sarah. Man, I'm really sorry you had to go through that. I don't want to cause you to risk yourself in terms of this case to ask any more about George. I am sorry about your fellow inmate who has been inside 5 times. I know you don't take drugs, and those people under the chains of fentanyl especially. I hope OCCS doesn't allow them to suffer needlessly. I hope they at least offer Suboxone or Methadone. That would truly be cruel. Yeah, I'm not a drug user either. The doctor prescribed ones are boring. I don't think any street addicts would be interested in phosphorus binder. And Sarah responds to Lana and says, okay, you're right and smart. I trust you. Next time. Meaning they will let Judge Cranick slide this time, and next time they'll go at him. Sarah to Lana, yes, methadone, and everyone, including the supervisors, give them a hard time when they go every day. Crackheads. They get called that and so much more, in my opinion, mistreated. Yes, it's drugs. But, it's not about my innocence or guilt, but fairness. It's about care and treatment for them. I don't like it because it's a fix for them in the meantime of being cold turkey from the real thing on the outs. They can't get high, so they get arrested for methadone plus hot water, meals, and a bed. Quote unquote, 3 hots and a cot. Plus, that's my tax dollars I've paid for the decades at work. Not cool. It's an endless, vicious cycle. Still sad. Sidebar, leave a comment below if you think Sarah has been a hardworking, contributing citizen to society. Many times they come back in and avoid me because they know I love them so much and try to help and pray for them the last time they were here. We bump into each other eventually and I tell them I still love them and care. Lana, I'm famous around here for my kindness and care in every dorm and quad, including the BRC and Safe Book at the front. Shout outs and windows knocks and door pulls and sometimes notes passed from those who I've made a positive, long, loving impression on. Means all the world to me, truly. That's Jesus through me. Love you. Thank you for talking to me. All day. Going to turn in the laptop and hopefully lie still for a moment. God help me, for real. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Loves. Forever. Heart. Didn't sound like Sarah was having too much of a Sunday fun day, but now we're rolling into Monday and Lana is sending her a message. Happy Monday. Few things is the subject. Hey, I've got a couple of things I have to do today, but I didn't want to forget to pass in a few things to you. I'll number them as to keep myself from writing a bunch of messages all over the place. 1. More and more law group or lawyer-owned YouTube are starting to notice how you've been treated up in the stand. One called the Blanchin Law Group, who straight up called foul on you working pro se and calling on lawyers in Florida to work with you. He said that the judge erred on the most fundamental right, E-R-R-E-D, on the most fundamental right you have when he denied standby counsel to you. He was saying there's massive exposure in your case and that there's a lot of evidence and foundational things a lawyer can and should be utilizing. It's interesting how the usual vultures with quote-unquote reaction channels such as Zav and Down the Rabbit Hole and JT Tactical are all frothing at the mouth at you, how you deserve to be prone, and they're all prone. She must mean pro se. How you deserve to be pro se, and they're all getting their popcorn and negativity towards you. Yet the lawyer channels are starting to take a pause and go, wait a second here. Quite interesting. 2. Transparent T posted about Winston Hobson wanting a share of the money just for research. And sidebar, pardon me, I try to read through the typos and stay true to the text, but these ladies are all over the place sometimes. Just for research, she broke down how much each of your lawyers did for you and how much different parts of your defense have cost and made a spreadsheet about it. So far, total expenses by the JAC have topped over $60K. Wow. 3. Transparent T also let people know that there was a lawyer from Tallahassee, who came to see you and dropped off a case file. Was this James Wachowski? I wonder if they're trying to visit because no phone ability, but I'd be a bit nervous myself. Transparent T said you originally refused, but then realized that he was someone you talked to before and you were upset that you didn't see him. I had to think that real lawyers trying to talk to you about representing you are getting turned away. Haha, Lana's getting upset. Because of the crazy idiots who pretend to be who they aren't? I'd hate for the world to think you're saying you don't want to be pro se, yet dismissing lawyers who come see you and scaring off a future one if our potential third member doesn't join us. James Owens, I want to see you with as many allies as we can get. I have been reading the Pro Se Packer and also re-listening to all of the interviews and depositions in your case that are public. Your old landlady had some really interesting things to say that can help your case. I get why a defense attorney may have took interest in Sarah's case because it's a challenge, and if they win, they'll have a name for themselves or their firm. But I don't see how Lana read and saw and absorbed all of this information and came to this conclusion. And even she said her son as well. Now from Sarah to Lana, Sarah seems to still be in a little bit of a funk from the weekend. Hi, friend, Heart. Sorry for bothering you so much this weekend. Ever, really. Just remember, this isn't forever, and hopefully couch and ice cream are on the horizon sooner than later. Again, I apologize for ever hounding you and pressuring you, or you're using your last nerve. You know I love you and am doing my darndest, you too, to get out of here. Thank you forever, Heart. As you know, I have tons of work myself, including these awful objections. I have no clue what to do or if I'm even doing correctly. I have no guide or reference or example, so I'm just going to have to do my best, as I always do, and hope I'm not denied anything more than already. No effing clue. I hope you are doing something fun and interesting and enjoyable. I hope you're okay, and if it were something I needed to know or do for you, you would tell me. Always with you in spirit, Heart. Never forget that. So grateful for you, Heart. Numbers. Yes, smart, so we can reference and remember. Thank you. Here goes. 1. Lawyers noticing and having wait a minute moments. Stop saying something and do something. If everyone sees the cluster F of unfairness continuously being thrown at me, why aren't they doing anything other than lip service for ratings? Actions speak louder than words! Exclamations. 2. How much each lawyer did for me? I can tell you that. Nothing other than a headache and lies and a hard time. Sidebar, that sounds like when she would tell George, nothing but heartache and pain, nothing but heartache and pain. They all threw dirt on my grave and walked off passing the shovel to the next attorney, quote unquote. Is there an itemized statement officially from the JAC, or is this an unconfirmed calculation, quote unquote, by her? How does she know anything? Seriously, did she go through and add everything up she could find a dollar sign next to? Take a picture regardless, please. I wasn't to see this. She meant I want to see this. 3. This is the lawyer I told you about who did the broadcast you listened to for me. It is crazy how she knows I was upset with them turning him away. They turned him away. And it was Wednesday night at 10:30 p.m. He came. I'm not about to go alone at night to see a miscellaneous, unannounced person, especially after 2 people being added to my no contact list just days before. OCCD did not tell me his name until after he left. Lana, who's reporting this from the inside? Is it noted in my file? Yes. Yes, she is evading and has been her opportunity to turn the tables for me. She refuses to come to depositions, court, speak to my investigator, etc. She knows I'm right and so much more. So much. She is to me unlawfully hiding to avoid lying under oath. A warrant goes out if she continues to avoid for case participation. She knows so much, so much. And no, I haven't had the time to look at the video discovery yet. Almost 5 years later. Definitely on my to-do list. 5. Please, could call or message 3rd and ask if Billy gave him the information needed to schedule for tomorrow with Wanda Aquino. Sidebar, 3rd would be James Owens. He's the 3rd member to their team. And let him know if you are able, Billy will take care of adding him to Wednesday. We're, of course, effing bunked, so I don't know when we're getting off to use phones. Please. Anytime, just so he knows I am looking forward to meeting him tomorrow and shaking his hand. I'm so used to being abandoned by legals. I'm nervous he's not going to come. You must understand that. I always get the short end of the stick, and I'm tired of being naive. Please keep in touch when you can today. We did a lot this weekend, and I know you're overdue, and me too, with getting things done. Again, I apologize for your invaluable time consumption and nerves. This isn't forever. Thank you. Beyond measure. I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. Thank you for this information this morning. Always. Okay, Lana to Sarah. I wanted to tell you though, remember when I mentioned that I thought it was possible that Transparent T may either have a contact with OCCF or she is a contact? Well, I'm rolling the dice on it because I emailed her and let her know in broad strokes that they retaliated against you after the hearing. I didn't get specific, but I left a message on both Cranick's and DeSantis' phone, as well as made the anonymous official complaint to Internal Affairs. Here's my thinking. If TT has any real connections to OCCF, then they will believe that multiple people know and are rising up against your treatment. If that gets to them, that they may have to answer for their conduct, they will leave you alone right quick. I haven't yet heard back from her, but I asked her if she knew any specific non-public ways to contact people, if anyone would know. It's her, and I know she was pissed when she saw you were persecuted way back before I met either of you because of an incident involving you having a lot of cheese in your room. Either way, I'm guessing there will be officers there who will change their behavior toward you right quick. I want to know if they so dare as to treat you badly that every one of their supervisors are going to hear about it. Also, that true crime lawyer who met with you for some reason either deleted his live stream or privatized it. What gives? Sidebar, I think they're talking about mentor lawyer, but these girls were calling the mayor, the judge, the supervisors, the sergeants. They were calling the supervisors of the correctional officers. They were very busy, and this was before trial. Lana to Sarah, I don't know if you knew this already, but there is some more news from Jay's family that might affect your case, or it might not. On 9/30/23, Farrell Torres was living at his parents' home along with Victoria Torres, and one day he burst from his room yelling about his AirPods being stolen. He grabbed a knife and shouted that if they weren't returned to him immediately, he was going to kill someone. He ended up stabbing a door and then picked up another knife, but the police got there and put him in the back seat to interview him. Then, May 30th of this year, he actually stabbed and killed his girlfriend and baby's mother, Vanessa Santiago. He stabbed her in the head. Farrell, I think that is the spelling, is now in jail under M charges. If you knew about this, I'm sorry for bringing it back up. If you didn't, OMG, that may help you in many ways. One thing that it demonstrates is that if you are going battered person's defense, it shows a definite family pattern. I wonder if you can argue for a plea for time served if they also are begging that Farrell get a plea. You do not have to respond to this one because it may be an issue with your case and testimony. But this could be big for you. I just don't know how. Sidebar, it seems like a lot of the ideas came from Lana. Sarah to Lana, WTF is this? Seriously? WTF, Lana? Farrell was crazy and violent. He KIL'd the mom of their baby? How old was the baby? I'm trying to figure out if he was with her when I was with Jay. He beat up Jay once when we came over. He beat up George once when we came over. They both fought each other, and his older brother almost KIL'd him. The things I will tell you! Exclamation. They are all crazy. Can you send his mugshot and report? I'm shocked, but I'm not. No one knows the Torres' family like I do. Wow. And yes, ammo like no size to be measured. Please send the info. I missed you today. Just know it was a God day. Yes, God. Truly. Can't say much now, but hopefully in a couple of days. Did you read the 16-page order? The last page states no exceptions for good cause for a continuance, and including not by an attorney I may hire to represent me. He's saying I cannot have an attorney even if hire one. Girl, he may as well recuse himself now. Did you see this? Did anyone like the lawyer you know? I hope you're good. Smile. I have to reply to the Delphines still with their generic message telling me they're sending the contract, which I haven't received. Did they respond to the legal counsel you keep asking for my criminal or family? I have to find time to reply. I will. Third told me today he was impressed with my posse, you and Billy, and was glad I have that. God day. I was going to call when I got back from the meeting, but didn't have time before lockdown. You will not believe what another sergeant and corporal did to me this morning before my meeting. Another reason I wanted to call on the recorded line. Tomorrow, call or write for record. Look forward to hearing from you and talking more. Missed you much. Thanks for all you are! Exclamations. Sidebar, do you think all of her calls and harassing and her posse is part of the reason she was sentenced to close confinement, considered a danger to herself or others? Sarah is feeling good, so she sends another message. Good morning, Lana Albert. Like the Good Morning Vietnam opening is the subject. Hi, how lovely are you feeling today? Did you get my message last night saying hello and I missed talking to you all day? I was just hoping to call you this morning, but the phones aren't open yet and it's only 8:30 your time. In the meantime, I'll just write, then call later, hopefully. Did 3 call you last night? I'm sorry if it was late, but the breaking news you gave me was of utmost importance that I share with him. I told him you are a night owl also like he is, and you'd probably be awake. I hope he did not disturb you if you did speak. I didn't even have to give your phone number. He said you probably provided personally, so I figured it was okay. How did you find out about this? From May? It's August. Important. Was it announced on the news and wherever this was broadcasted that this is George Torres's brother? Can you do more research? Or maybe 3 will now. I'm curious as heck myself. His mugshot is effing scary. He is so crazy and mean, just like him. I am stupefied. I'm going to write the Delphines back today. I'll let you know. I have another meeting tonight with Billy and 3, so keep praying everything goes well. Another God day. What's going on in your world? Are you smiling? I'll call you this morning. If you can talk, super. If not, I'll try again later. So, love you in the meantime. Heart. Sidebar, Sarah is trying to call her to leave record of something that happened to her by the sergeant and the corporal. And she's very excited and turned on by this news from Farrell. She thinks it's going to help her case.
I just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes when I go.